On Easter, I arrived at my parents' home, expecting a warm welcome, but they didn't invite me in. "Your sister revealed the truth about you," they said coldly before closing the door in my face. Rage surged through me, and I shouted that I was done paying her rent. She could figure it out on her own. I'd always believed holidays were a sacred pause, a chance to mend frayed family ties. No matter how tense things got, I thought we'd follow an unwritten rule. For one day, we'd bury our grudges, endure stiff dinners, fake smiles through strained small talk, and part ways grateful it was done. But this Easter broke that illusion. I showed up hoping for peace. It had been 3 months since our last major clash with my parents. Long enough, I figured, for tempers to cool. I told myself they were just caught up in emotions, misled or mistaken. I imagined walking in with gifts. A box of pastries from Mom's favorite bakery and a bottle of red wine Dad once loved. And we'd slip back into normalcy. Even if we avoided the past pulling into their driveway, everything seemed familiar. The garden was pristine, the porch chairs unmoved, the wind chimes still swaying. Yet something felt wrong, not a gut instinct, but a subtle unease, like misplacing a key in your own home. I rang the doorbell, standing there awkwardly, clutching the wine like a nervous salesman. The door cracked open and Dad's face appeared, no warmth, no spark, just weariness where confidence once stood. "Go," he said, "then your sister told us the real you." Before I could ask what he meant, the door shut. I stood frozen, waiting for it to reopen. It didn't. I knocked again. Nothing. I pressed the bell. Silence. In that moment, I didn't feel pain, just stupidity. Then I yelled, declaring that if this was their choice, so be it. I wouldn't cover Madison's rent anymore. She could handle it herself. I left the wine on the porch and walked away. That's when the door flew open. Madison stepped out, as if she'd been lurking, listening. She didn't say a word, just stood there, phone in hand, maybe recording, hoping I'd lose it on camera. I refused to give her that victory. I got in my car and drove off. Not home, but nowhere, windows down, no radio, just my thoughts, trying to piece together what lies she'd spun to make my own parents reject me. I knew she'd lied. It wasn't new. Madison was always the perfect child, the delicate daughter who needed shielding. If she broke something and wept, I'd take the blame. Nothing had changed. This time, she told them I'd stolen her money, forced her to pay me hundreds monthly, and threatened to evict her from the apartment I let her live in for free. She said I mocked her, claiming she'd be nothing without me. Every word was false, but the worst part wasn't her lies, it was that our parents believed her. Again, what I didn't see coming was what followed. 2 days later, a text from an unknown number arrived, just a photo. Madison at a lavish brunch, toasting with strangers. One wore my rare hoodie, missing for months. Then I saw the background, my apartment balcony. I hadn't been there in over a week. I thought she was keeping a low profile, but she was hosting parties in my place with my money. It hit me this wasn't just lies, it was vengeance, something deeper. Something she'd been planning. I recalled a heated fight months back, something I'd said, nearly forgot. She hadn't. This was intentional, calculated. And it wasn't finished. The photo gnawed at me. Madison, smirking with strangers, sipping mimosas on my balcony like she owned it. My hoodie on some guy who looked too at ease. We can't share the full story in this short video. Click the link in the description to watch the complete story. For more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like.